Here in Kentucky and across the country, some of the hardest hit areas by the coronavirus have been long-term care facilities. 7 months into the pandemic, Sayre Christian Village in Lexington was one of the exceptions. But this week, the facility reported its first COVID-19 related death. LEX 18's Mike Valenti reports.
As it is every night, Sayre's campus is lit green, a compassionate gesture for those who've died due to COVID-19. But for the first time, the message hits closer to home after a 75-year-old resident passed away last night.
She had been a resident on our campus for long enough for us to call her our family.
CEO Karen Venus says overnight, COVID-19 has delivered a gut punch to the entire Sayre family. 21 of the 32 current positive cases on campus came within the last 24 hours.
We have just fought so hard to keep this thing out of here. And, we know that it's true that when it gets in a setting like ours, it doesn't discriminate and it doesn't play games, and it spreads like wildfire.
2 of the 21 positive residents are being treated at a local hospital out of an abundance of caution. And Venus says the 11 staff members who've tested positive are doing okay. Administrators have identified 2 points of entry they believe may have contributed to the spike in cases, but Venus declined to elaborate, suggesting the focus should be on looking ahead, not behind.
Again, it's not been a matter of if, it's when. This is the day that we've planned for and prepared for. We're putting our plans in motion, and we'll get through it.
Now it's all hands on deck. Resources previously dedicated to visitations have been moved to caring for residents in the COVID unit and to ensuring that the COVID wildfire doesn't spread further.
The risk of exposure with the positivity rate as it's been and the surge in cases, with folks returning to school, with sports, with all the other things that are going on, the risk of exposure is a lot greater now.
Meanwhile, residents and staff are undergoing PCR testing twice a week. In Lexington, Mike Valenti, LEX 18 News.